Right. Hello, my North Star Wolves. It's Mrs. Darrall again, and this is
Mabel and Lola.
And Lola today too. So we've been kind of spending time together, right? And asking each other, are we hungry or are we bored? So to keep ourselves busy yesterday, we kind of were looking around at some, what did we look at, Mabel?
Tiny food.
Tiny food, yeah. And we were getting really entertained with all the tiny food that's out there. So I'm gonna show some tiny food pictures on your screen right now. Wow. So what did we see? We saw
tiny hamburgers. I saw tiny coffee, cereal, and eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon, yeah. I saw tiny ice cream and tiny
donuts.
Tiny donuts. It was adorable. So a lot of that food wasn't real though. Did you notice that, Mabel?
Yeah.
It looked like it was made out of wax. I wanted to share with you something that I used to make when I was younger. And it was a snack I could make all on my own in the kitchen. And we can show you how to make it today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mini cinnamon rolls.
And they're really yummy.
Let's show you how to make those mini cinnamon rolls right now. Okay, Mabel, you ready for this?
Yep.
All right. So find a setup that's similar to this. Now Mabel and I each have our own cutting boards, and we've also washed our hands really, really well, right? Did you watch Miss Stone's video on how to wash your hands? So 20 seconds, or I think she said 30 seconds, right? And we each have some bread, just kind of whatever. So here's my bread, and what I'm gonna do is, since my hands are clean, I can touch my bread. And I have my cinnamon close by. Any cinnamon will do. I also have some sugar and a spoon, which we can share the spoon, huh, Mabes?
Yeah.
Yep. And we each have a knife for butter. And make sure, I'm not sure you all can see this or not, but yep, have some butter as well. And let's get started. You ready, Mabes?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna smush our bread all the way down. Smush yours too. Smush, smush. Now this is a no-bake snack. What does no-bake mean, Mabel?
No cooking.
No cooking. We don't have to use a stove, right? The bread is already baked for us, so we can just make our own mini cinnamon roll out of this kind of bread. So is your bread really, really smooth? So if you can see this, my bread is really, really smooth. And Mabel, I'm gonna scoot your board close.
Yep.
So you want your bread to be really, really thin, and squish it all the way to the edges. And watch what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take
on the same
crust
side
away. Yep. So watch what I'm doing, Mabel. I'm gonna take the crust away. Yeah, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So make sure you get your bread nice and flat like so. And Mabel, I want you to squish down your edges and just pinch it down so it's really, really flat like a tortilla. Okay? There we go. I think mine is good.
I think mine is good.
Here's my butter. I'm gonna take the butter and I'm gonna get about that much. Put it on there. Just a little good scoop of butter would be good. Is it hard to get, Mabel?
Yeah.
Did you get some? Yeah, that's good. Hope you can see. Yep. And let's spread the butter all the way around the bread. So if you like bread and butter, guess what? You're already close to really, really liking this snack. So see how I'm just kind of wiggling my knife? And I might want some butter there because it's really dry. So let's move some butter all around the bread. So now that mine is all the way buttered, I'm gonna take my cinnamon. And this you don't want a ton of because you don't want it to be too cinnamony because cinnamon is really, really strong. I'm just gonna take a little sprinkle like that. And I'm gonna spread it into the butter and make sure all of the bread gets that really pretty cinnamon color.
Good.
You good, Mabel? Okay, so now what's tricky about sprinkling cinnamon, you just kind of have to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until a little bit comes out. Yep. And keep turning it just a little bit. There we go. Oh, there we go.
That's good.
Do just a little bit more. There we go. Now spread all that around. And now that mine is, see that pretty brown cinnamon color? Now I'm gonna take some sugar. Maybe just like barely stick a spoon in there and just wiggle it. Just a little bit of sugar, not too much.
Is mine done?
That looks good. Yep, so now put some sugar on yours. Here's a spoon.
Our spoon.
Our spoon.
Is that good?
That looks good. So now just kind of, sure, get some sugar on there. And you can always spread it out when you're done if you want. There you go. So now, maybe you don't want butter. Maybe you really like cream cheese. Maybe you want to put cream cheese. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this up into a little, now roll it kind of tight, Mabes. Yep. So roll and then push, push, push. Roll and push, 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 push. Roll, push, push, push.
Done.
You beat me. So now, see how they're starting to come undone? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put these in the refrigerator for like 10 to 15 minutes just to give them a nice little chill. And then we'll come back and we'll slice our cinnamon rolls. So see you in a bit. All right, we are back. So we took our mini cinnamon rolls out of the freezer. That one's Mabel's, that one's Mommy's. There we go, or Mrs. Darrall's. So now we have like this little kind of tortilla thing, which is great. Mabel, you can use that knife right there. But we wanna make them look like mini cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to cut the edge. And since they're cold, we're gonna get that really neat little cinnamon roll look. And try to like, so Mabel, watch Mom, watch me how I do this. I'm gonna like very gently go back and forth and back and forth. You're doing great, Mabel. I like it when you saw, when the knife goes back and forth like that. Look at that perfect one. You did great. Go. Good. So let's serve these up with a little, do you want to have that be your last big one? So we can serve this up with some fruit maybe as a snack. Like so.
Let's make a little design.
Sure.
Like we can do this.
Sure. Ta-da! Beautiful mini cinnamon rolls. Ready to eat. You want to take the first bite? Oh, that's a pretty one, Mabel. So look how cute they turned out. They're just the cutest little tiny cinnamon roll. Perfect for a snack. It's also a fun activity if you're bored, so you can do something creative and have it be a snack too. What do you think?
Good.
Is it tasty?
Mm-hmm.
We were happy to spend this time with you today. So enjoy your tiny snack, and we miss you, and we will see you very, very soon.